you're choosing it.
Everything in your life you choose. If
Yes.
you don't dedicate yourself, you cannot blame anyone but
Yourself.
yourself. We're just gonna raw dog it like we do every episode.
That is our vibe.
What's it like to be a mom, a woman over 40?
We talk a lot about how age is just a number. It's intriguing because our minds aren't, but our bodies are like, yes, we are honest and we do keep it real.
I am Dasha.
And I'm Diana.
And this is Life Unpacked.
Welcome to 2026, y'all. Welcome to our podcast. We are the same us, but different because we are. I'm different.
I think you can't go around it. No matter what, every year you are different. Your body, your thoughts, your outlook, whether it is forced or something that happens organic.
Right, like
just
you
happens.
just evolved.
You evolve. Even if you are stuck in your views, they will get worse in the views that you are in. So no matter what, you don't stay where you are. You either become a more intense version of whatever you were, or a more relaxed version.
Yes.
Really, if I'm going to analyze it,
I'm different drastically within myself because we spent a year talking about things and I had to spend a year listening to myself talk and hearing it too. Like I was there when I said it and I heard it and like it stayed with me. Us here sitting in this like confined space and just talking, priceless.
But how is this different than when me and you used to have conversations all the time, which is the reason why we started the podcast?
Well, because there was nobody listening to those conversations. Hearing myself say, like, for instance, I'm a people pleaser, and then knowing it's going out to other people. So I had to like literally unpack it in my own mind. And over that process, I was like, I'm not a people pleaser per se, but I can set more boundaries. Right? So it was just like thinking about the things I said. But I rage now at shopping carts that are not put away. So balance.
The shopping carts, Jesus Christ. Every time I see a shopping cart, I also think to myself, who would have known the shopping carts would have been such a heated topic?
Such a thing people mentioned when they talk to me, but that's funny. Everyone who listens sees a shopping cart and they think of us.
Yes, hilarious.
The ASMR of the shopping cart. Oh, no, my God, that's a brilliant idea. Like, we should both get ourselves recorded being shopping cart police.
But that with the new year, the only way to start it off is through gratitude.
Gratitude.
Not through trying to do new things like going to the gym or trying to be healthy or dry January.
Yeah. Those things won't work. Anyways, like whatever, just wait till February. But
yes, it's the gratitude. I realized one thing, that all my strength comes from gratitude.
That's amazing. I prematurely danced.
Yes.
That is amazing. That is actually probably manifestation.
Yes, because I am so passionate with everything that I do and living life and being successful and trying to be a better version of myself. And that all comes from the gratitude of knowing that I'm alive and I am extremely privileged of being. I can't say I was born here. I was born in a country where if I would have stayed, I would not have as much gratitude.
Right.
But here's the thing. You could still be grateful, right? But still bitch about the things that are happening.
Oh, yeah, totally. Like, I too am very, very grateful. However, I complain all the time. It's like my jam. It's what I do. I complain.
And I think that should be allowed. And it seems that if you do complain, then people are like, oh, well, you should be grateful, right?
My husband recently said that. He's like, try saying things that you're grateful for. And I did. But then, like, it gets annoying. I'm like, I'm really grateful that we have multiple rooms in this house so you could get out of my face.
So I have more rooms to clean.
There's the humor and the gratitude, but yeah, you and I personally have a lot to be grateful for, just in general. Because I thought about it like, like Maslow's triangle
Hmm.
hierarchy of needs.
Hmm.
We're at the point at the top of the triangle. Like we get to sit and think about our life. Is this what I want to do? Is this where I want to go? Is this which airline is the best one for my points?
Oh, absolutely. Like being a mom, right? I mean, I'm beyond grateful that I have two beautiful, healthy children. But there are days
Yeah.
where, you think, oh, imagine what would life be? Not to say I would ever change it, ever. I mean, they are my life.
I just like literally don't know what we did before kids, like not enough. I'm talking about like literally you have a day and you have so much time,
Right.
so but I'm grateful that I don't work in corporate because I cannot survive that. I'm not built for it. And I'm grateful that I could work from home.
I'm grateful that I'm able to make decisions.
Oh, nice. I'm
That is,
okay.
I think, the biggest takeaway. I'm living a free life and I can make the decision every day of what I want to do. And
That's
if I want to make a better life for myself, I can. And if I want to make the wrong choices, I also can. But I
like
have
F
the
them
ability
kids.
to. Huh?
Joking. No, I was making a joke. Like F them kids moving to Portugal, planning vacations for rich people. See you when you're 18, babe. Yes, you are free. And it is free. And like I actually thought about that, like, because you like work in an office, but you're less free than I am because you're dedicated to your vision.
But I choose it. That's the key. I choose it.
Yeah, like you're choosing it. Yeah, you choose to do that.
Everything in your life you choose. If
Yes,
you don't dedicate yourself, you cannot blame anyone
yourself.
but yourself. And even if you are given better than, I mean, worse than typical circumstances of the life that you're born into, that does not mean that it defines you. It just means you have to work harder, but you very much can make an incredible life. And you hear those stories.
Yes, I believe that. I do think it requires help, which will make me say that I am grateful for all the help that I've had in my life to get me to where I am now. My husband's, well, my parents' number one foundation, my husband's, without him, gutter, or like house in Brooklyn, but like, because I make smart choices, guys. I'm grateful that we were raised in New York and Brooklyn because now that I live in Florida, the choices are different down here for the
Mm,
people
yeah.
around. Like any adversity, you can succeed and it is your choices. I'm going to say, as a person with a lot of issues medically up here, yeah, you can choose to try to get better. I don't know. It's hard to have mental illness and it's hard to have health issues. Um, but if you have help, ask for it. If the help's around there, the people can help like elevate you to next level and be a social climber in that respect if you can't do it alone. So shout out to the girls.
Yes. I am grateful for my tribe.
Yes.
And I was recently in a bookstore and I picked up a book about Japanese philosophy and how they're able to live so long. They talked about one of those villages where everyone there is like over 90.
It's like the blue zone.
Yeah, that's right, the Blue Zone. And it talked about the reason. And that reason is one is that they choose something that they love to do. So it's not about retiring. It's not about giving it up because in the beginning they chose what it is that they want to do with their life and they continue doing it throughout their life,
Mm-hmm.
which is a fascinating topic because so many of us don't choose what we want to do. Truly. We don't even know what we truly love doing. We choose it based on outside influences, like our family telling us that we have to be certain somebody, or society influences where you need to make money and you need to have a prestigious job and you need to have all this. But does that truly make you happy? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Yes. I feel like it has to be like more based in reality of like where we live currently.
But if you really strip down, and this is going to get into another topic, do you really need all these things? Do you need all these bags? Not you. Do you need
I was
all
thinking, do
these
I?
shoes? Do you need a fancy big house? Do you need a fancy big car?
So this is actually like in line with the conversation of gratitude. You're right. Because no, you don't. But where we were raised, yes, you do.
Because of the
Because
society.
of the person that you are, not you are, that we are. And I've met people here, I've met people who don't place a high value on designer bags and it confuses me. But then I'm like, okay, cool. Like we're just like different people. And like I'm wearing a white t-shirt, so I don't have a lot of designer bags, but I love them. I love to look at them and touch them. And if I could have it, I would wear it so proudly. But no, we don't need it. Like you just need water and air and shit. But like,
If it comes at the
uh-huh.
expense of your happiness,
Well,
because your whole life, all you're doing is you're chasing the goods, the commodity, instead of chasing true happiness. What if what makes you truly happy is being a florist?
then you should do that. Like, I'm a creative person. Like, I was never gonna make even the amount of money that a person who does and we're coming from New York mindset, right? Like, I
Hmm.
went to Pace and got an English degree. That's called stupid. And so I was never gonna, I changed majors to be happy because I was never gonna be that math accounting person, right? So I did happy, but then you're like, I'm living and like, oh, you're working editorial, $28,000 a year. I'm not happy with that. I live in New York City. I see nice things. I want those nice things. But that's like a bubble of where we lived. And truly nobody else is like this.
Hmm.
Nobody else. It's like I need to get de-brainwashed. I need to be like back to center, but you're right. You don't need those things.
But
It's not
they,
important, but like, give it
they're,
up,
it's not,
girl.
it's not,
I'll buy your
they're,
Chanel bags.
I mean, listen, I think I've said this before. My absolute most favorite job I ever had to this day was working the floor at Zara. I loved helping people. I was in fashion. I saw all these cool new items come in, and I had women come to me and ask me to help them. And I set up outfits for them, and I told them the truth of what looked good on them, what didn't. And I had true joy out of making other people feel good. I don't want to say I don't love what I do. That's not a right way of describing it. There is a different purpose to what I do. It's not necessarily happiness. It is more of a legacy and my own, like, wanting to leave a mark on this world,
Hmm.
which in turn makes me happy.
Once you've achieved the thing that you're working towards, right?
Yes. Yes. So I am working for my happiness. It's just that it's not as easy to attain it.
Right. Yes.
So
This
that's
is,
I think that's the difference. Okay, the second thing that they talked about, the reason why all these people are able to live such long lives is because they had a community around them. And they were never on their own.
yes, the
And
village.
it was a village, and it truly, it's only after you become a mom that you truly understand the saying.
It takes a village.
It takes a village.
Holy guacamole. Does it take a village? OMG.
OMG.
OMG. Oh, OMG.
Yes.
OMG.
Yes. So I am incredibly grateful for my village because it's allowed me to take the happiness that I'm not necessarily getting because I'm not there with my plans. It gives me the happiness from having a village and a group of supporting friends around me.
Right. They're like very actually close to you, your
Hmm.
local friends. And I
Hmm.
hope you have school mom friends. I have two moms who I consider my village, and I like a group of moms in my daughter's school. Period. No, that's just a fact. But my village is in my neighborhood.
Hmm.
Grateful doesn't even begin to explain it.
Yes. Yes.
Trusting a person with your child that you like moved into this like neighborhood, and then it takes a while to build trust, and I'm just gobsmacked. Um, this is a little superficial, guys, and if like people are listening like, wow, that girl's superficial, yes I am, but I think about deep things too, right? I got a new concealer, and so I think, and I threw out the old one, but I think I threw out the new one, and this is the old one. And so I'm grateful that Ulta is just 20 minutes away, and you could look up your credit card on their little system. You don't even need it in your wallet. So if I indeed made a boo-boo, I can go and get a new one and not pay for it until a month later.
Mm.
Gratitude, credit.
Mm.
I love it, and I will focus more next time.
It's hilarious. I do wonder if you threw out the.
It's just like I feel like I don't know. Tell me, like I feel like there should be more on the tube, and it's
Yes.
very light.
Yeah, there
And
should be more than two. But is it too late? You can't fish it out?
no, it's
It's
gone.
goner. It's a goner.
I
Okay.
hope this is the episode Vinny doesn't listen to. I'll
Oh,
play him the part where I'm like, I'm so grateful for him for
he's not going to be happy.
not going to be happy. I'm
No.
going to hear a lecture, and I'm so grateful that my husband can string together sentences to tell me what I've done wrong. Because without it, I would just be free to live in the gutter.
Should we discuss those people that are grateful with the hashtags and it's all like, "Oh, I'm so grateful." But
What are they grateful for?
like a hashtag grateful. So many people make a whole like lifestyle out of it when in reality is it really raw and honest on and deep on the inside? Because you can make posts all day long about how grateful you are, but not truly feel it.
Social media is different because some people are like authentic and they just like spill it out. When I write a social media post, it's very business, it's strategery. I'm not feeling full of emotional gratitude in the moment that I'm writing it because my brain is trying to write something that's going to resonate with people. And when I feel truly grateful, like where I want to cry, that's me with, like, I'm not going to show up that way.
Hmm.
Like maybe I'll text you, or I'll send you a little voice memo. So social media, I don't know. There are some people who fake it, obviously.
But also, it could be, I don't want to say condescending, but it could also be like, I'm so grateful. It's so funny because I saw a video yesterday of this girl talking about, I'm so grateful I'm in my uh, perfect, perfect life, my house of my dreams, car of my dreams. I just left from not working and um, going to work out during the day, and I just
Have
so
you seen my face?
grateful. And am I being a hater for being like, girl, like
Yeah, because I wouldn't be like, I'm so grateful that I could go work out and go to Starbucks like right first thing in the morning while everyone is shopping to work.
like I know exactly why it bothered me, because the things that she said that she's grateful for were all materialistic things. That's why. And I couldn't pinpoint what was it that like annoyed me. That's what it was. It wasn't from the true like feeling of I'm grateful to be alive. I am
Yeah,
grateful that I woke up today and I'm able to drive my car
knock
to.
on wood that she doesn't know. There's some people who are so unaware of like what could be wrong with their body. Like, and knock on wood, like I'm not hoping for them. I too am grateful I could work out. in the middle of the day, but like I'm
And, but it
thoughtful.
wasn't, but it wasn't like I'm grateful that I can work out and my body's able to. It was more like I go to a really fancy gym. However, I do want to point out because I am transparent. I did post on LinkedIn all the things that I did last year. And it was a very impressive list and I very much was like, look at me, I'm doing shit.
Yeah,
So did I do the same thing? But it was only relating to business.
like as we talk about like 40 after, like we should just do what we want. I don't think I'm a thoughtful person. I don't want to say, oh, I'm grateful that I have this, I am able to do this and this and this. That's me, right? But if you want to show off to your colleagues on LinkedIn, which is what it's there for, yes, do it. And if that person wanted to create content that resonates, like she's saying, she was probably selling something. She was probably selling work from home. And I'm so grateful that I could do this. There's never not a reason that somebody's posting on socials for any reason, right?
Am I the same as her? Is the question. What I did the same as her, except that mine was in a business setting. Mine was very much a reason because I'm still clawing up that hill and I need to show others
No,
what I'm doing in the background.
I don't think it's the same thing because what you did was like accomplishments of your effort. It's different. You're noting your accomplishments
Yes,
and it's LinkedIn and that's what people do there. That's
yes.
like what people do there. But also if she's showing that on Instagram, but
She's
she's just
also
showing
listing
off like her
she's also
schedule.
listing her fancy accomplishments.
That's true. That is an accomplishment. She either worked really hard or married well. Let's see.
Right.
I
But I
don't,
think when it comes, because I think, again, dissecting that post, her post was about gratitude. It was very much, I'm so grateful. And I think what irked me is that none of the things that she mentioned were
yeah.
true, like, true deep and raw emotions of what to be grateful for. Because in my mind, the fact that you have a car of your dream, I don't know, I guess it is something to be grateful for
Yeah.
because
Like,
you got to it. So isn't, and at the end of the day, isn't that what I'm working for, right? I'm
yeah.
working to have a legacy and make something in the world, which eventually I will also,
Get a nice car,
right,
obviously.
obviously. It was just listing
Stuff.
materialistic, it was just listing stuff. I'm
Yeah.
grateful for all the stuff that I have, not to, I'm grateful to be able to have the stuff. Does
Yeah.
that
It does. I
change it?
mean, for me, it does make sense. I mean, something that I think about all the time. I'm grateful that on a day I can like walk and shit. Like that I could get out of bed, that I don't have fatigue. Like I'm grateful for my no fatigue days. And I don't wish that feeling of gratitude for anyone. I'm grateful that one time in the past version of me, I thought that this book was something that I would read. That was a lie. But I'm gonna read it now because I want more bags. But I'm gonna donate to people too, guys, a percentage, because that's how it's done.
Well, and we talked about that before. There's a balance, right? So, like, we're grateful, but we're still annoyed over some things. And you want nice things, but you very much give back. I mean, what you talked about that during Thanksgiving, I think, believe during
I give back a
Christmas,
lot.
you give back a lot. So there's a balance, which I
Yeah.
think contributes to, which is where the gratitude comes from.
I came from a place that was not as abundant as I live in now. I always know where I came from. And so if I have something like, if I'm doing something truly spectacular, I simply cannot live without giving an equal amount back into like, to people who can't have that yet. Because I too was helped as like the village villaged on me and I need to village on others. And the fancier things I do, which I hope I continue to do them, I will share that with other
So
people. No. Like, Dasha, you shouldn't. Like we went
So
away.
beautiful
Yeah,
because
like
not everybody is like that, you know?
no, I can't. Like I can't forget where I came from. And like when we went away on our anniversary that our my village wife booked for us. And like we went to the sushi place and we had little caviar and it was like the tastiest caviar. Oh my God, when I got back, I bought so many necessities for the people. I'm like, I cannot live with eating caviar just like that. Like it's just not right. It's not right. It's not right. But it is right. I want more caviar. But like I got taco shells for people. It's not a necessity, but it's a little treat. If I get a treat, they get a treat.
I mean, that's true gratitude right there. It drives you to be better and to want better things while trying to lift up others and
Yeah.
supporting others because you have the gratitude to where you are and you have the luxury of helping others.
Yeah, no, I can.
Many people don't think that way, right? They're all about more for me,
I know I can't. That to me is
which again, it's okay because we have the ability to have more and more. We
yeah.
are incredibly fortunate in that aspect. You can have more and more and more. But
Yeah,
how what do you do with that? How do you not see the fact that you have more and more?
that's a bigger issue. People are different. Like my sister's like, you grew up in a bubble and then you moved to Florida and then you met people who are different than you. And I'm like, yes, I like had a really hard time understanding that people were like not immigrants from New York. I didn't understand and they're different. You have to have like an abundance mindset. Even when I didn't have shit, when I was poor AF, I gave the money to the people on the train. I'm like, sure, I'll buy your overpriced candy bar.
Can we talk about the fact that the abundance mindset comes from gratitude?
Yes, because you think there'll always be more. Like, how does one person become a trillionaire? Because there's enough to go around.
Well, yes, and you work very hard, yes.
You work hard and you're a genius, but if you're not, you hustle. I've worked hard a lot and I've struggled, and now I don't work hard anymore. I work smart and I try to work smart. So, your little intellectual roadmap is not as valuable as making mistakes.
Mm, yes, that we know.
We know. Do they
Yes,
know?
yes,
Do they know? But like aside from that, like that's what is the manifestation, which is getting the things that you want and stepping into the version of yourself. And that's how you're going to get it because you're already that person. You're already acting like you got it. Right. And I never understood that. Like, how do you act like you got something when you don't got it? In your mind, you act like you're already in that room. So your aura is different. And that's the lingo of the kids. Your aura. It's your vibe. And you if you act like somebody, you are somebody.
yes. I think for me, that moment with the strength, because it's true, I have so much gratitude for everything, just for being alive. And if you really dissect it, if you have the gratitude for being alive, how do you not take advantage of everything that being alive
Yeah.
offers you? And that is enjoying every day, and that is trying new things, meeting new people, trying new experiences, talking to people, being in situations and like enjoying them as an outside situation that is entertainment,
Yeah.
going on trips, enjoying the even the funny moments or understanding that the sad moments are part of life and they make the happy moments so much better because otherwise if everything's great then you don't have the baseline, you don't have the ability to truly enjoy something unless you failed, and then you have the success. If it's always success then you're just going to be bored.
Yeah. I think that's like pretty evident in like rich people kids.
Hmm.
You got to work hard. You got to like struggle a little bit. And just like while we were talking, I agree with you 100%. And I'm like the resident little voice for the mentally ill and the spicy. Okay. If you want to, I agree with you. Travel, go do something different. And if you haven't traveled, I encourage you to like get up, leave your house, maybe even go into the town over. Do something that's going to make you uncomfortable because like a lot of things used to make me uncomfortable. And that's why I said I would have done more things. I see now with a child living in Florida, my New York life, like, guys, I would have gone to Sound Factory, okay? Like, I wouldn't have cared what bros my friend was with, okay? I would have just gone. I would have just gone, you know? And if you got anxiety, depression, or whatever, get it fixed. Just joking. Work on it is what I meant. Because there is a lot to offer. This life is beautiful. There's help out there if you're struggling. And if you're not struggling, there's just so much to see. And there's
Yeah,
just so
and
much to see, even like close.
correct. Don't say no. And when you do go do something, do it with an open mind. And this is the one thing where I've always heard from others, like dating is horrible. Like, oh, it's so horrible. And I've always enjoyed dating because it was always an experience. I would sit in front of somebody and I would talk to them and I would get a new point of view and whether I liked them or I didn't like them. And if I didn't like them, it would be even more fascinating because I'd want to talk to them more to understand why is it that I don't like them and why are they such a horrible person. I had somebody tell me in the middle of our date that he didn't date anyone over 30 and I just made the cut. And I was like, wow, this is fascinating. Tell me more. I wasn't like, oh, this is horrible.
No,
Like, how dare you? I
gotcha.
came home and I was like, my God, let's discuss.
You're the fun friend. And in a different timeline, it would have been cool. But like if we were the same age at that, like we were, I wish I did that more because when I was in my 20s, I didn't mentally understand. I was in my 20s. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I don't care what you're saying. I want to go home.
But do you know
I
what I
want
mean?
to go
But
home.
many people think that, and then they're like, oh, dating sucks because these people are horrible. Then I had one guy talk to me about a foot fetish on our first date, and he was like trying to get at it. It was just so fascinating, of course. I mean, it was just incredible to hear these things.
Bro, I missed the opportunity of going on dates and then writing about them because I'm like, I don't like want to, I don't want to do that. I don't want to like date people and then write about them. But I also couldn't do restaurant reviews because I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. So,
No, I
girl,
understand.
you're so fun. Write your book, but not before me. But also, I agree. I agree with your like mindset, and that's how I changed.
Yeah, it's just whatever's happening is not happening to you. It's happening around you. And if you take yourself out of the situation and don't make yourself the victim, oh, again, a crappy date. Oh, again, like I don't want to go and talk about it, my story. You are going and meeting a new person. And it is an opportunity. It's an experience. You're going to a new restaurant. You're going to try something new. Even if the person is dull and has nothing to talk about and you are having a horrible date, you could still think about what, like, just as a social experiment. What is this person about? Because it teaches you. It teaches about you about life. It teaches you about people. It teaches you just more about yourself, really. If there's one thing that I would say to others is try to be more in that mind frame because then that's where the gratitude comes from because you're able to see those things, you're able to go back and say, wow, that's cool. Even though I
Yeah.
didn't enjoy it, that was cool. Will
No,
I do it
I
again?
mean,
No, I won't, but that's okay.
I love that mindset. It's definitely would be a reframe for a lot of people, which is why you're listening to us. But I love that. Just like say yes, just do it. I'm gonna tell my mind that, and I'm just gonna be no, like I'm being, I'm being serious because I like the mind is a destructo, you know, and so I agree with you, and that's what I'm saying. I'm like talking to you for like a year and like hearing, I agree. Go into the other town, try the new restaurant. Like I don't always. I'm like a creature of comfort. Um,
But
but
why
it's
would you limit yourself? The world is your oyster.
the world is my oyster. Yes, and I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to A, walk around, B, drive around, take a bus train if I need to, planes, all of that stuff. Everything is out there and possible if you believe it. And that's like actually science. I'll find it in the science catalog.
And I would like to end that I'm grateful to all of our listeners who make us the number one podcast that they listen to. Whoever you are, we are grateful for you.
We are very, very, very much so. Thank you.
Till next week.
Bye.
Bye.